Are you a spiritual person, or you think you are, and you think that spirituality means to follow some YouTube channels, opening tarot cards and telling about astrology, whether or not they know about it? Then I have some bad news for you, because for some reason there is a misunderstanding about Aquarian age and all of this spirituality to be blooming. The collective awakening will be happening and everybody will be spiritual and everybody will be reading tarot cards and everybody is opening up to their own spiritual beliefs and everybody is now interested in astrology. That's not what Aquarian age is. That's not what Pluto in Aquarius means. That is literally a collective misunderstanding. Some YouTube channels getting their bank accounts full, thinking that making you believe with really no opening books, no studying, no nothing, literally making you believe that this is all about that. The Aquarian age is all about that. Pluto in Aquarius means that. And therefore, they can fill their bank accounts. And if you are in there every single day, following some tarot channels, some astrology channels every single day, without taking care of your own life, and following some gurus on YouTube who actually really do not have any knowledge on the topics they are talking about. I came into this realization literally right now with a tarot reader that I saw who trying to talk about astrology really in a very, very bad way. Really no understanding about astrology, but for some reason trying to go into marketing themselves as some astrologer guru with some classes and courses and what have you. The reason why I realized this, I want to immediately shoot it, because I was in the grocery store, it's like, dong, yes, I have to go back and immediately shoot this video. Because the realization for me to be able to talk about it, not just because of this video, because remember I made a video talking just really recently, talking about, it was on a Sunday live, and I believe this was my last Sunday live, where I talked about how I find out that the birth charts calculators are totally different, and I described how I find it out and what I believe, why, the reasoning. So I will link that video down here so you can watch that. And since that video, I felt so disconnected. And if you noticed, I haven't published anything regarding any cards or any energies and any astrological planetary movement whatsoever. Did you notice that? Because since then, naturally, I started to question it. In my mind, question it and said, listen, every single day, I was in my back of my mind constantly, like, even when I was going about my work and day-to-day life, I was like, something is off here. I was even literally thinking, do I even believe in that? And listen, I'm not new to this. I have been reading tarot cards for more than 20 years. I was always interested in planetary movements, but actually reading tarot cards, etc., is more than 20 years. Actually 24 years now. And the same thing with astrology. So I'm doing this more than 2 decades. I'm talking about this privately for more than 2 decades. I know nuts and bolts about it because the past was so much more educational than what's going on now. What's going on now is total crap and total like rose-colored glasses. That's not spirituality, full stop. And if someone, one of the YouTube gurus, come to me and say, who are you to tell us how spirituality to be experienced? Spirituality is not about making stuff up as you go. Who made up that these tarot cards have any astrological meanings, astrological signs? Who assigned to that? And who actually keeps adding stuff to that? Apparently, every single card is related to Sagittarius. Like, apparently, cards keep adding to related to Scorpio. Like, what are we talking about here? This card is Sagittarius. This card is Sagittarius. This card is Sagittarius. Like, who? Why? How? That has nothing to do with any astrological signs. It's what the energy, what is being represented in the tarot card is the energy of that. Has nothing to do with any astrological sign. Who made this stuff up? The way the spirituality works is also not about some spiritual gurus that nobody even mentions. Ascendant masters, ancestors. Ancestors who? Those are human beings. Why do we pray for ancestors? They have their own mistakes in the past. Tell me a human being on this planet Earth who didn't do any mistakes. And for some reason, everybody now talks about karma, 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 karma. Karma what? And why? If you believe that you're a spiritual person, why would you pray on somebody else getting their karma back? That's some really toxic, and I hate to use the word toxic, I take it back, very, very unhealthy way of thinking. That is, my friend, not spirituality. Spirituality doesn't teach that. Spirituality doesn't also teach. And by the way, let me just backtrack and come back to that. Who is your spiritual teacher? Have you ever read a book about any spiritual figure actually existing, going through hell in life and cave and open up this world of spirituality away from religious beliefs? Still believing God or whatever they are believing in, but still through all of the challenges being able to master a different way of thinking. They go off to the mountains. Why? To think. That's what a hermit does. It thinks, it questions everything. It questions themselves, right? A hermit question himself or herself. Why am I here? What am I doing? Hermit doesn't, or spiritual guru or spiritual person doesn't go on YouTube every single day, get brainwashed by some tarot cards or by some planetary movements to believe, to making them believe that this is how the life's supposed to go. That's not what it is. And I, again, came to realization because that's what I all do. Question everything, right? You know, I'm a scientist. And I, not only I'm a scientist, I'm a Scorpio. I have 5 planets stellium in Scorpio. And I insist now not talking about house because now I realized maybe that is full of crap. Whatever house it is in. Because in the very beginning, I have made a video 3 years ago in the very beginning of my YouTube channel where I talked about 3 different way to calculate where the planets are in your birth chart. The Western astrology, Vedic astrology, and the actual scientific program, in all of which I calculated my own personal chart in an actual scientific office with a scientific program where the planets actually were. So that I literally published one of my first videos. And so I do have 2 videos also where that was in 2020 where I predicted the pandemic, but that was all about the Piscean age, the 2000 years of Piscean age. Then I made a video in 2023, beginning of 2023, where I talked about the 2000 years of Aquarian age. Watch that video, watch those videos. I will link them all down below, where I talked about the 2000 years of Aquarian age. 20 years is when Pluto switches into Aqua, and then the 200 years, and then the next 2000 years. And let me tell you, my friend, Aquarius, if you know anything about Aquarius, and I can tell because I have lots of cousins of Aquariuses, lots of Aquarian friends, I know everything about Aquarius since my childhood. My nephew is an Aquarius, so I've been inside their head, and I'm a Scorpio, so Aquariuses and Scorpios get along very, very well. And these are the only 2 signs who are feeling since their childhood that they're misunderstood. Scorpio and Aqua. I talked a lot about this. So Aquarius is all about knowledge. If you trying to talk about Aquarian age, Pluto and Aqua, and trying to be representing yourself as an astrologer, and then pushing people into woo-woo spirituality that has nothing to do with spirituality, then you are absolutely misunderstanding what Aquarian age means. If you keep talking about Aquarius, 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 and don't even get what Aquarius stands for, and still pushing the Piscean age with some rose-colored glasses like flower power, and trying to push some spiritual beliefs that even doesn't even make sense just to blur people's eyes, that was the 2000 years of Piscean age. If you are one of those YouTubers, then I highly encourage you to study a little bit and open some books and read some books. And if you are one of those who are following religiously every single day these types of YouTube channels and making yourself believe that you need to believe in those things so that you, for some reason, be spiritually awakened, then I also highly encourage you to take a break, go back, try to figure out how to increase your self-worth and self-value in your own life so that you don't have to follow religiously every single day these types of YouTube channels so that you waste your time improving your life and yourself, your health and your mental health and your emotional health. Knowledge is power, and Aquarian age requires us to learn to mentally know things, mentally hear, knowing things. Open a book and read a book has nothing to do with spirituality and spiritual awakening. That's Piscean age. That's over. We are still, of course, we are not switching, like as I said, schlick schlack from 2000 years era to another 2000 years of era, like in a matter of seconds. That's what the 2020, 2023, that was the kind of initiation phase where everything shifted in the world. Watch my 2020 video where I all made the predictions for the next 20, 200 and 2000 years. And then the next 20 years is the Pluto in Aqua. That's this initiation of the shift towards the next 2000 years. If you don't get it right, you will be lost in the 2000 years of flower power, rose-colored glasses, and the world will be way past you by. Way in a full speed, and you will lose the train. And you can still like swirling around in some guru, flower power, spiritual awakening kind of things that doesn't even make sense. And every single day it keeps adding and adding and adding to another nonsense, another nonsense, another nonsense. So I highly encourage you to be one of those first. You know, you don't have to join me, but I am 100% in that train. Because as you all know me, I can see things, I predict things, and every single thing that I said is accurate. Not even now, since 2 decades ago, since the 90s, since my childhood, but actually me realizing was since the 90s. So this is how I am, and I combine naturally. This comes to me naturally. If you are connected with the universe, you and the universe, that's it. There's nothing, nobody in between. I don't need a YouTube guru. I'm straight up connected. That's what I want you to be doing, and that's what I'm preaching, right, in all my videos. You and the universe, you and God, you and whatever you believe in. That's it. Nobody in between, not even me. I want you to be open and read a book. Like, who are the spiritual in the history, right? The spiritual leaders, who are they? What did they do? I have books here, right here. I read them all. And I have some that I'm like incredibly amount of, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, I'm in awe with their brains, the way they act, the way they think, the way they see things, the way they see the world, the universe, everything. Right? I keep talking about this in my videos. Try to be just you, connect just you. You don't need to have a tarot reading. And if you find yourself, and it is getting worse and worse and worse, trust me, with all the negativity, all the mental damage that these majority of these people have, which is crazy to watch. This person gets their karma back. And then these wording, what they're using, very, very unhealthy. Even I discussed that with some psychologists. I'm like, why are you wishing somebody's? Because if a psychologist first teaches, you need to be thinking healthy, la, 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 and then, this politician should go into jail. Like, you're like, what? What did you say? Like, you just 2 seconds ago were teaching to think healthy, right? Don't think unhealthy things. Don't say unhealthy things. And then you, in the 2 seconds later, you wish a politician to go to jail. Like, what are we talking about here? That's why, for me, I always been like that. Being spiritual, directly connected, everybody knows me who know that. Everything what I say is accurate, right? Even like all the tarot readings and other readings and all whatever I predict, all accurate. but I also use here my knowledge. It's not rocket science. It's also not just this. I use my knowledge. So it is really not difficult. I keep saying on my videos, that's my channel all about, right? Knowledge is power. Will you be on the train of knowledge for the next 2,000 years, 20 years, 200 years, or will you be in a train getting lost in somewhere that doesn't even exist? That's Aquarian age. This train. Knowledge. As I keep saying it, we the people. People misunderstand what that means in Aquarian age. We the people, the awakening, people's awakening doesn't mean spiritual awakening, whatever that even means. That's Piscean age. What that means is the awakening means we the people, meaning like as we've seen in the pandemic, it was about the people have the power. How can you have power with knowledge? That's how you can have power. Aquarian age is all about breakthroughs, medical breakthroughs, scientific breakthroughs. It's just about knowledge and understanding and critical thinking. Questioning everything. Like think in such a way that nobody ever thought about. That's Aquarian age. That's what Aquarius is all about. Not some spiritual gurus and spiritual awakening. That's over. It's over. Sorry, YouTubers, it's over. And I want you to be on the correct path. Don't trust me. Again, I keep saying it. Don't even trust me. I want you to trust only yourself, what you're reading, that's why I keep also preaching that watch what you read, watch what you watch what you listen to. Do your research, question everything. Like Einstein said, I paraphrase Einstein's wording, but he also said question everything. That's it. You need to question everything. What am I hearing? And I talk about this pretty much in all of my videos. Oh my God. And also in different languages on my videos. Question everything. And let me tell you, the YouTube, the social media is getting more and more and more unhealthy. Full stop. If you wish somebody gets their karma back, this is not a healthy way of thinking. I don't care what they did to you. I don't care what situation you are. We all have experienced lots of things. Hell yeah. And I get that. I am probably the example of experiencing a lot of things, still overcoming, and it's also very, very incredible to see. And I watch my videos, I keep talking about this, to see how you can succeed in every single situation, right? I talk about my workshop. You can sign up down below and go in the waiting list. So I talk a lot about how you actually can succeed. Not rocket science, also not woo-woo stuff. Knowing things is your power. And following some ideology that some person made up and it keep getting added to it, it's not your rescue ticket. 100 million %. I can tell you that. It makes you go further and further and further deeper. Again, I really don't care when other YouTube gurus don't like to hear this, because as I keep mentioning, it affects their bank account, so be it. But that's the truth. I'm not going to allow people to get screwed up just because somebody's bank account and some unhealthy way of thinking, misleading people, misguiding them, and let them think whatever, believe in stuff. And let me tell you this, it is 100% the reality. If you are finding yourself wanting to believe in tarot's predictions, wanting, or you need that, wanting you, and I get that it's very addictive, very, very addictive. Let me tell you that I'm so happy that I was able to get myself out before I got stuck deeper and deeper into it. I'm so proud of myself to recently literally got myself out of that. I'm so happy, because once you're in, you can go deep dive in, and you can't get out. It's such an addiction. Let me tell you that I experienced that. So, whoa. Very, very important, because if you find yourself that you need these types of predictions and tarot and astrology to somehow that's helping you to whatever pain you experience, let me tell you 100% that's an escape mechanism. It's an addiction, and it's not healthy. That will not give you the solution to your problem. I can guarantee you that. I understand that. In the beginning, I thought that was helping me a lot too. In some circumstances, and I mentioned this in my videos, on some parts it helped me a lot. Astrology and my own card, not tarot also, but my own cards. It doesn't matter what cards I have, I always get the accurate answers, because I'm straight up connected. So it's how it is, okay? But at the same time, if you can isolate yourself and taking care of your life without having believe that this is your reality, but creating your reality yourself for your life, instead of healing the pain, the trauma you have, and diving deeper into whatever the person thinks about you, what's the gossip on you, what's the tea on whatever the person, what's this, what's that. If you find yourself in these type of readings and videos where you think that you can heal your own problems and trauma, I can guarantee you that that's not the solution. I don't understand really when I see all, I mean, I'm a nerd. I like to read all the comments on all the channels. It is wild how people say in such behaviors, and no wonder why so many third party readings are out there. It is mind-blowing. What are we talking about here? How can spirituality even allow that? A spiritual way of thinking allow you, in what kind of education, like spiritual education, do you have that allows you to believe that you can be in a relationship with 100 million people at the same time? Like, where is your self-worth and self-value? What are you doing, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Think about yourself. What are you doing? Like, you doing? I always keep saying, like, I'm a tough teacher. I always been. My students are thriving mentally, physically, emotionally, and as whatever these gurus said, 3D, right? Whatever is on this planet Earth, because we are not angels. We are human beings on this earth. We need to thrive on this earth, with multiple things that we have in our power. And that's my goal, to help you to see your power, to gain your power. And that's what the Aquarian era is all about. Power to people, we the people. No more governments, no more suppression, no more woo-woo stuff, no more these rose-colored glasses to fill your pockets. That's the 2000 years of Piscean age. Watch the video, I have it detailed there, right? All the religious cults expanded, right? Everybody makes stuff up, and that's a spiritual cult right there, or like a religious cult right there, right? And also how the empires have used the religions to expand their empire and their land and their money, right? That's exactly what it is right now. That's not Aquarian age. Aquarian age is all about having power. The people have the power, okay? You have the power with your genius, not somebody following somebody else. Your genius, bringing out your genius, okay? And if you are in any way, shape, or form interested in finding out, breaking out your genius and heal your physical health, your mental health, and your emotional health with science, with knowledge, including things that you can do straight yourself direct with straight up connecting with no midman, just you and the universe, you or God, whatever it is you believe in, or who are you believing in, just that. All three, all four, all five combined. That's how it works, because we human beings are complex creatures on this planet Earth to use all of these powers. And I am helping you with that. If you're interested, welcome to my channel. So I hope this was helpful to you. I know it's tough to hear, but again, I'm a tough teacher. I say the truth and nothing but the truth, and that's also Aquarian age. So I'm a Scorpio, I am Aries ascendant, I have 5 planet Scorpio. It's how it is. I say the truth and I don't care, because if you know things, if you feel threatened, there's nothing I can do. But if you really feel that you need help, and if you're a YouTuber and you feel like, wait a minute, exactly, talk to me, right? You're welcomed here too. The point is being open-minded and question everything. Don't follow anyone's shoes. Those ages are over. Those ages are over. So, thanks for being here. Let me know in the comments what you think. I will link all the videos down below. Watch those videos. Highly encourage you to do so. And again, do your own research. Don't believe even me what I'm saying. Do your own research. Watch what you hear. Watch what you listen to. Watch what you read. And yeah, let's discuss. That's what it's all about here. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.